Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Mother's House Podcast, and I am Deshaun.
What's going on, family? My name is Corey. I'm in the building too. What's happening? What's up with my cousin?
Nothing, man. You know, just living the life like it's golden and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm listening to that.
Gwen just had a baby, so I'm looking forward to meeting him, though, man. Hope he stay healthy and doing well.
Right.
But
he will be fine, and we will meet him soon.
Very soon. Looking forward to meeting her, buddy. He was born on the day of the supermoon. That's very interesting.
What's the supermoon about? Real quick, if you can sum it up in 2 words. Oh no, you can't.
What is it? Super blood blue moon? It was a lot of names for that moon. I don't know what that whole thing about. I'm into metaphysics, but I ain't that deep in it.
Moon.
It's a moon.
Moon. But
anyway, a lot of drama out here.
Yeah, it's Boyce versus Yvette.
Again.
Boyce getting exposed and stuff. They saying he ain't about all that black business like he be saying.
Again. So, what's going on? What happened? What we missed? What we missed overnight?
Well, basically, a video is now circulating of Boyce has a business relationship with an Asian guy.
I'm gonna get his name while you explain.
Right, an Asian guy. Y'all see I do my research? An Asian guy. But but the thing about the guy is, first of all, Boyce kind of preaches the whole black business thing, and it kind of contradicts what he's talking about. And then the Asian guy kind of almost preys on black people. He's a marketer. He works in marketing, and he kind of targets black businesses, and he preys on black emotionalism, and he uses like how religious we are and how faithful we are, and he kind of has Boyce kind of selling hope to us, and he's profiting off of it. And he's selling products that he know aren't the best products, but he just feels that he'll make some money off of it. So it's kind of like he's kind of a snake, and it almost sounds as if he kind of has Boyce looking kind of crazy. And I don't know, a lot of times you get so deep into a situation where you will end up looking crazy, and you'll look at yourself looking crazy and kind of just make sense of it. You know how you make sense of your crazy when you deep into something like love. You be deep in love with something, and I think that's Boyce in his business school and everything that he's trying to do. He deep in love with that, and he's trying to make sense of it when maybe he should leave it. So
he needs to try something new, but it's not working. It's not helping. It's not building. It's especially when this come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't find this damn Asian dude's name. I see the information. I just can't find the dude's name.
Right. Asian guy.
We'll find it, and if you know in the comment section, definitely let us know. So the Asian guy has exposed. Really is the reason why Boyce Watkins is being exposed. That the Asian guy has came out saying that he had helped Boyce Watkins sell hope to black people, and that's his marketing campaign, is sell hope to black people, to make profit off of black pain and black suffering, and not really helping black people to build and this and that. I listened to the video. You listen to the video of the Asian guy. You listen to Yvette Carnell. You listen to via Yvette Carnell. I listen via Locron and Yvette Carnell.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole thing about Boyce Watkins' rhetoric and his stance on, black economics, we need to buy black, build black, do this all black, just black everything, all black everything, Black Panther up in this joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's damaging to his character. It's damaging to
his credibility.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And this thing, we gotta realize, black folks, like a lot of our favorite YouTubers, whether they're YouTubers or whether they're just lecturers and speakers, it's just like coming from the church. It's just like going to church. You know what I'm saying? Consciousness can be a church. A lot of people turn consciousness into church. A lot of people turn to the conscious writers or expertise to get some sense
Right.
Building, you know.
It was the center of the community.
It was the center of the community.
Right.
Right now, consciousness, well, for the conscious community, and I can kind of say we're kind of part of it to a certain degree. I guess. I don't know. But, you know, it's a place for fellowship, it's a place for building, it's a place of exchanging ideas and growth. But when you got the person that's trying to put the whole thing together, and I'm speaking people who actually got involved with the what's the name of the school?
The Black Business School?
The Black Business School, you know, it's coming out. It's really, if I was part of that, I would be really hurt.
Right, exactly.
I would be really hurt. I would really be like, damn.
Right, and I think it's one of those situations where, you know, I think people just looking for a way out. You know, we have been through a lot as a people, and we're feeling years and years that we haven't even lived of oppression and of all type of things that happened in our history. You know, we're products of that, and people just want a way out. Everybody I talk to, they just want a way out. Like, people don't even want to be rich no more. Like, can I just make a little bit of money so I don't have to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, people just want a way out, and we're just
extra $5,000 for my check.
right. And it's making us.
It's that dollar dream complex.
And what's happening is it's making us desperate. And you know how when people get desperate, you know, because it's emotional. It makes us emotional, it makes us desperate, and people, they don't become as rational.
Yes.
So, you know.
That's the main issue with black people where we're at right now.
And that's all of us. Me too. Like, I always say us, because, you know, it's me too. Like, I ain't no expert. I be like grasping for straws myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard out here.
Because our whole podcast is stemmed from us going through our lives and disseminating information to you guys and having conversation on these situations. And this is just our perspective from us being dead center looking in.
Right.
You know, when we first started the podcast, I used to use Peter Lamar quote. He said, you know, I'm not from the outside looking in, I'm not from the inside looking out. I'm in the dead fucking center looking around.
Right.
You know, that's the whole perspective, being 360, having a holistic mindset on what the fuck going on.
And I think with Boyce Watkins, I just feel like I think he did kind of sell a dream, you know? I mean, just to be honest, I wasn't to Boyce. I don't know how I stumbled upon Boyce, but I wasn't a Boyce, and even before him and Yvette had their first falling out, I just kind of lost interest, and I started listening to more Yvette, who I found on Boyce's channel, as well as Antonio Moore, Tone Talks, who I found on Boyce's channel, and I just felt like their information just made more sense to me, and
a lot more thorough with their information.
it was a lot more thorough. They had data to back it up. They interviewed with different economists and different experts in fields and stuff, and they would recommend books for you. So I'm usually attracted to people who make me smarter, and I felt like I had outgrown what Boyce was trying to do. And it turns out it's a lot of little financial experts around. So
I think I learned from Boyce Watkins as well, but I think I learned more from Yvette and Carnell and Tone Talks, but I don't really listen to either one of them as of right now. I actually haven't listened to a full thing of Yvette or Boyce for a long time.
Right.
Even when you give me videos to listen to, I just can't get through the whole video because one, they be long as hell.
Yeah, they do be long. See, I'm lucky enough to be able to listen while I drive.
Right. I drive trucks for a living, but I have to be alert because these motherfuckers don't know how to drive.
Right.
So I don't have time to be listening to no podcast or anybody long rhetoric. I definitely catch stop crimes whenever I can because that's my folks.
Right.
But how I came to Boyce? Well, I think I came to Boyce Watkins' whole thing when he first started up. I think it was when I first realized who Boyce Watkins was. It was Breakfast Club. I think they did a Breakfast Club interview, or he was on one of those. Either Breakfast Club or Breakfast Club. It was that, and I heard people talking about him throughout the conscious community. I forget the guy's name. But I think that when I learned about Boyce, Boyce Watkins, and hearing about the black school, I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's like, yeah, do your thing.
Right. Because as soon as you hear black anything, I mean, I'm just being honest with myself. When I hear black anything, I get hopeful. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what this is about. You know what I mean? So, and I think most black people do. You know?
And that's when it's something positive,
right?
Something empowering. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe.
I started listening to him on this page, because before it'd be him, and still now it'd be him, a whole bunch of other people on his page. So I'm like I got to this sister named Uma Just Talks or something like that.
Who is that?
You don't know her because she don't be on his page like that. But she was on his page for a minute, and he used to always show her videos, because she was like this during the time Roots came out, right?
Right.
So she had this whole thing about talking about the slave narratives, and she wanted to go deep into it to kind of give the perspective of where black people consciousness is right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I like, she's really dope. You know what I'm saying? So Boyce Watkins put a lot of dope intellects out there.
Right. He did. He put, in all fairness, he put Yvette on. He did.
He put Yvette
even though their money situation kind of fell out, but he did give her a platform. Even though she says that she felt like she could have been building her own platform instead of helping him build his. But
I mean, that's true. That's true with anything, with anybody too. Especially when you feel like you've been slighted. And then I think Yvette is a little bit bitter from this situation, and she's still bitter from the situation. And I think she just actually try to find some kind of healing, some kind of reconciliation from it. But it's hard to get reconciliation when somebody is kind of constantly trashing you.
But I think she has a right to have feelings about it because she was involved.
Yeah, that's for sure. This is the thing about black folks, man. We're passionate. We're passionate. We're caring. And when we're involved with somebody and they do us dirty, man, that will piss you off. You have every right to say whatever come out your mouth if they did you dirty or wrong. But at the same time,
and I think she also questions Boyce's integrity, and she thinks that
I think that's the issue I have with her animosity towards Boyce, because it's like she's trying to destroy the man's integrity.
Well, I think she has a valid point, and I feel like she feels as if he's doing things wrong. I don't think it's just I don't like him. I think it's more of I think his way of thinking and his whole philosophy and shit is exactly. So it's like, and even with that being said, she doesn't really talk about Boyce all the time. You know what I'm saying?
She don't.
Right.
At the same time, it's really not about what that when we break everything down. It's really not about them.
Who it's about?
It's about us.
What about
and our
you?
connection to
What about me?
personalities,
What
our
about
connection
us?
to putting people who Boyce is a celebrity. Yvette is not necessarily. They are on the framework of a celebrity. You got a YouTube, you got somebody following you, got some type of notoriety, you got some type of fame, some type of celebrity behind you, and people are going to pick sides. That's just facts.
So are you saying people just kind of fell in love with who they are, their personalities, more so than Boyce being a financial expert and Yvette being a political expert?
Yes. Start off with the personalities. Tell me you went to class and you got a teacher teaching you everything about financials and everything, but he's boring as shit. You was not attached to that teacher. You know what I'm saying? But people are attached to the personality. You gotta have some type of personality.
I mean, that's the truth. Like, that's true. Like, they say that even when you're trying to be a speaker. Like, a speaker, you have to have some type of personality. Case in point, I like Irony. You know Irony. That was Yvette's little co-host. But he has his own YouTube channel.
I like him. I don't like that. Instigator.
He has his own little YouTube channel. And he's just as smart as Yvette. But I can't get into Irony. It's like when he talk, it's just not the same. He's not as charismatic.
That thing I will say about Yvette Carnell, she's very funny.
He's not as charismatic, and it's like I know you smart, and I know you saying smart stuff, but I don't know. I don't want to watch you though. Like,
right? Yeah.
So, charisma is a selling point when it comes to these quote unquote YouTubers.
Well, let me get to back to the Boyce Watkins and the Asian guy situation.
Mm-hmm.
So the Asian man called he's a marketer, right? I'm still trying to find the guy's name.
Asian guy is a marketer. Just say Asian guy. He a marketer who preys on black people pretty much. He specializes in marketing to black people, like most Asians.
Well, most people, and that's not just geared towards Asian, black. I'm pretty much every demographic you can think of, or race demographic that's into marketing. That's their job, is to try to exploit people or play on people, try to sell something to people. Whenever you're trying to sell something to somebody, you're going to try to you got a niche or demographic. I think it's bad to attach to try to sell people niche or demographic on hope,
Right, and that's what I was saying. Like,
very tacky, and not just tacky. That's very disrespectful. Also, it's disrespectful to the ancestors and to yourself and to your own intelligence.
and the Asian guy, he but that's his niche though. His niche is black people. Like, that's what he do. Like, he specializes in marketing to niggas. So he kind of, like I said, like most Asian people, they like to market to us.
And it came out that he was saying, because I listened to the video, and he was saying, like, Boyce Watkins got real emotional, and they were like, our sales went through the roof. And he was talking about Boyce Watkins like, he's just an employee.
Almost like yeah.
He's like one of my best workers, because he brought me so much money from black folks eating his rhetoric up, this and that. And I'm
Right.
like,
And then the Asian guy.
you got caught up like that, like, bruh.
Right. So it's like you're working with someone who not only isn't a part of the community, who's not even an ally of the community, who doesn't care about the community, who wants to exploit the community. And then it's like the Asian guy, he's even talking about his products like, they're not that good, but they're not that bad.
And what the product is.
Right.
Black people.
Right. Well, I'm talking about what Boyce is like, the different things that he sells. And so the Asian guy is kind of saying like, it's not that good, it's not that bad. So it's almost like his products aren't even the best.
Like, not even the best, he don't have confidence in his product.
Exactly. But he got confident in his selling technique. Until he's a marketer. Because that's how they be too. They just like, I'll give a damn about the people I'm selling it to. I don't give a damn about the product. As long as I can sell it to them, that's all I care about.
That's why we can't. This is the thing, man. We became we in the age of Aquarius. We in the age of awakening. You know what I'm saying? As more people wake up, we starting to realize, and a lot of people are going to get exposed. Like, I think they said this on Black Magic 363 last year or 2 years ago, right before Fresh Prince Wrestling passed away. They were saying, as the years progress, more people want to get exposed. More people is going to come out and get the people that you're putting so much light and love and trust behind. Like, a lot of people put a lot of trust behind Umar Johnson. And this is another thing. Well, Boyce Watkins, how the hell you want to criticize Umar Johnson?
Right.
How you gonna do that, bro?
Right.
Like, how?
I think Boyce is just, it's like, out of the kindness of my heart, I really want it to be that Boyce is just so deep down. I don't think he's malicious. I think he's just so.
No,
I think
I can't really see that.
I think a lot of times when you get so involved in something, it makes you malicious. Like when you're so in love with somebody, it pulls you out of character and make you do things that you wouldn't normally do.
Right.
Especially if that person's not good for you.
And sometimes you gotta get to the point where it's one way or another. This is how the universe works. One way or another, universe. It seems like Boyce got off track with his destiny. We all got our own particular destiny. We all have our own particular path, right? In Yoruba, you have your Ori. Your Ori is in heaven. It's work up there while you doing your work down here. And sometimes you get disconnected from your Ori. And when you do that, you start, doing things that normally you wouldn't naturally do. But the reason why, but the universe will always get you right back there. You dig
And I think. No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying with that being said, I think when you said that about Boyce Watkins, what made me think of that is like Boyce is off his destiny. Boyce is off his he had a plan, he had an idea, and he just got off of it. And not only got off of it, but got to a point where he's now the man who is exploiting the people by selling them songs. So he's becoming the TD Jakes, or what's that one that just passed? The pastor that just passed.
Creflo Dollar?
Creflo Dollar, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's the one who just passed, but...
Huh?
I don't think that's the one who just passed, but he a big pastor too. And he got a jet. He got his congregation get him a jet. That's funny.
And that's the thing. Even with this information, if Boyce Watkins being exposed, people are going to back Boyce Watkins regardless. Like, he's going to be all right. He's going to be fine.
Because they're also suffering from the same thing that Boyce is. But their thing is, they're so attached to Boyce that they can see no wrong in him.
And that's the problem. That is the big issue, man. That is the big issue right there. We got to stop being so attached to personality and expertise. People who have expertise with personality, be attached to people and label them as leaders, putting all our faith in a particular man or woman. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop being so not gullible and so desperate that we have to do that. Instead of looking to ourselves, looking to our child. You know what I'm saying? Get that inspiration from them. Get that inspiration to them. You know what I'm saying? Granted, we all want some kind of guidance on how the hell we can get out of this situation. We all want to do that, but the best way to do that is having actual conversations, actually utilizing the information that you gather from life and from whether the readings you getting or information you're getting from Yvette Carnell or Boyce Watkins.
Right, and I think
information and doing something with it in your everyday life and recognizing it.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
and I think what makes, but the thing about Boyce Watkins is like, but you're a teacher and you're a financial professor, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like you have all these credentials, and you play on the whole black business thing, and you play on the whole black people need a way out thing. So it's like, I think when you're a person of that stature, and whenever you're a leader, your integrity is everything. Like, it's just everything. Like, as soon as it turns out that you lying about something, that you doing this, that you doing that, it could be huge. It could be detrimental. And I think that's what this is. So I think it's a little bit more serious with him, because it's like, I don't think every single person who listens to Boyce Watkins is involved in his school and stuff, but I think it's kind of a situation where, you know, I don't watch every day, but I know he's the financial guy. So damn, you mean to tell me the financial guy's lying? Like, I didn't sign up for the school. And, you know, I'm not that invested, but I think it's almost just to see that in our community, like, damn, why all our people who get to the top gotta be some scamming ass people? I think that's how a lot of people feel too.
But this is the thing, man. I think I was told this. I honestly think your brother, Marty, told me this. And Tico, I think my brother told me this too. I remember we were sitting on the porch and they were talking, and I was kind of sitting right there, and they were talking about something about hip hop, where they're having a debate about Diddy or something, and they was both explaining why they didn't like Diddy, right? And they was like saying every person who makes a multi-million dollars didn't get it without exploiting some oppressed group of people. You will never get rich without exploiting certain oppressive group of people.
Somebody said that, I think Yvette Carnell actually said this. She was like, whenever you work like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, you stole from somebody.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. Whether you stole from
You do not get all that money by yourself.
And go to the Oprahs, the Diddy's, the Jay-Z's, Beyonce's, you know, even to the Boyce Watkins, Umar Johnsons, you know, that's the thing about, you know, a lot of people want to, you know, granted, we need money to fund some of the ideas that we want.
But wait a minute, hold up. Boyce Watkins and Umar Johnson ain't worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So let's just get that.
Yeah. Let's keep it 100. Yeah, they not worth that.
They're probably worth a good 100,000, you know, which is, you know.
Now, they probably worth that much as human beings. Every human being's priceless. But
Right. They special in their own unique way.
Right. In their own unique way. But as far as like how much they make it and how much money they pulling in and how much money they put back in the community, it's not facts. And the thing about, you know, you put your money into the black business school thinking it's going to regurgitate back to the black people, the black community, and you're like, but it's going to an Asian company.
Right, exactly.
Why a black company, marketing company, like, we'll create one, like.
Right. And I think people think that, you know, the dollar is circulating, like, Boyce getting rich, we getting knowledge, but it's like, it's all just falling apart, you know.
It's falling apart. It's time to do a new business plan and H that plan. But I was watching Boyce Watkins video, and he kind of defended the Asian man, you know. Now, Boyce is not the type, I think he said it on one of his videos. I didn't watch the whole damn video. I can't with Boyce. He'd be all over the place. But he says like he do work. He did say he do work with other groups of people outside of black people. He do say that. He did say that before. He said it a couple of times. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to tell black people not to, but you can.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then you working with a motherfucker who a snake?
Huh?
And then he's working with someone who's a snake?
Right. It ain't like he's an ally.
Right.
It's not like he's a fucking ally. He ain't like, I don't know no way he's an ally. I can't think of nobody.
I can't
He ain't
either.
no Jackie Chan, I guess.
Shut the fuck up. He ain't no Luke Kang. That's racist. I'm not participating in this racism.
Let's stop.
Right. But that Asian guy like, oh shit, it's making some money off of these niggas.
He gonna make money off our damn podcast that we talking about.
He probably will. But I think with Boyce and Yvette, at the end of the day, I think it's ultimately a difference between two ideologies. You know,
Yes, it is.
I think Boyce feels like for black people to quote unquote save themselves, they need to get financially savvy. And I think Yvette's whole thing is we need to get politically savvy.
I think you need both. One, they're just facts. You need both. You need more than just those things, though. It's more than just that. I think you need psychology, you need healing, you need. That's why I listen to. You know who's my favorite? You know who I'm about to talk about.
Dr. Joy DeGruy?
You know who's my favorite intellect that's in this sphere of great black intellect? Outside of Dr. James Small, I love Dr. James Small.
Dr. Joy DeGruy.
I like Dr. Joy DeGruy. Dr. Joy DeGruy is the truth. I don't know why she's not, like, a lot of people not looking at her right now. She's the truth. Like, when she break down the psychological, the post-traumatic slave syndrome, you know, when I listen to her and how she inspired, I know, well, you can see how she inspired Michelle Alexander, you know what I'm saying? Because it kind of builds off of that.
Right.
This thing about these intellects, like, you gather information, like, Sean, when you came into your consciousness, when you came into your consciousness.
I mean, I think just as being a black man, it's always there. But I think I first started to really go deep into it when I went to school and took like African American studies and was living with Marty and stuff like that. That's when I got deep into my consciousness. And then I've been getting deeper and deeper ever since.
Right. With me, you know, I lived with your brother for a long time, so he helped kind of help on that. My sister was a Nation of Islam for a long time. So, you know, getting the information from Louis, she followed Louis Farrakhan. I had criticisms against Louis Farrakhan. I don't hate him either. But I had criticisms against him, you know, the whole Malcolm thing. But, you know, and my parents telling me about Shaka Zulu. My parents were telling me, you know, when we were watching Roots, when it first came out, my mom was like, you know, Shaka Zulu was a king. And she was like telling us these stories when we were real little, right? About being kings, African people, men and women being kings and queens, and this and that, you know. So, but when I really got my awareness is when I grow. And, you know, that's a great book to start from if you're trying to get into, if you're just not getting into it, to this consciousness, you want to know what books to read. Miseducation Negro is a great book. And yo, Sean, my mom came home one day, and this was recent, and she said, man, Dr. Ben, not Dr. Ben, what's the brother name? He did a lot of studies in Egypt. He's an African philosopher. Y'all please give me his name. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. I should. I really should. But my mom came home. She just popped in this DVD, right? And we're watching, I think his name Dr. Ben. And he was like explaining the pyramids and, you know, let us know the phenotypes and everything, giving us knowledge and history on it. And it like mind blowing me. I'm like, Mama, where you got this from? She's like, oh, I didn't show you this. Like, my mom really into this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I grew into consciousness, and you know, when you grow into your consciousness, it's never ending. Like, you continue to grow into it.
Right, and with that being said, that's kind of how it was with Boyce and Yvette for me. I was on Boyce for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I was feeling what he was saying, and then I just kind of grew out of it. I was like, I don't think this is... And
I got what I needed from it.
Right, I got what I needed, and I kind of moved on, you know? Right. I think the financial thing is something that's needed. I think maybe Boyce might be a little bit in over his head in some situations. Maybe he should stick to more so financial planning, because we all could use a little bit more help on how to use our money. You know, we all could use that. Maybe he shouldn't have a business school. Maybe he should just do financial stuff. Maybe that's what he should do. Because, you know, business is like a broad thing.
It's very broad. And then he touched on too many topics on this channel.
It'd be a lot going on. So, yeah.
But I think that when you get into your consciousness, when you get into the information, this will also help you not get attached to a particular person that helped you get to that information. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people probably just got into their consciousness because of Boyce Watkins. You know what I'm saying? Some people may got into it just because of Yvette Carnell.
Right. I mean, we all are on our own paths, but don't be afraid to let go of things when something new comes along and takes your consciousness to another level. You know, because we're always evolving into better beings. And even though Yvette Carnell ain't conscious like that, you know what I'm saying? I still...
He's just more so like... This is how I see Yvette Carnell. She's one of those sisters, and like I said, I don't watch her like that.
Was it Dr. John Henrik Clark?
Dr. John Henrik Clark, that's who I was talking about.
Okay, real quick.
I think because I'm saying nothing, but it was Dr. John Henrik Clark. I'm going to put in the video of Dr. John Henrik Clark. It's an old video. I'm talking about, like...
I think all his videos be old.
Every bit of 1993 or I think it was 1993 when he went to Egypt. And he was, like, showing us the pyramids and, you know... I love Dr. John Henry Clark and SVT Browder. Y'all should check out his videos too. The pyramids on the Potomac. He got a little series where he takes a group of black people to Washington D.C. and show them the Potomac, show them the landscape of Washington D.C. and how they were inspired by African people.
Right. And he died in '98, so all his videos are gonna be old.
Yeah, they're pretty dated.
Well, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was. But get back to Boyce Watkins and why I'm talking about information and why when I came into my consciousness and you continue to grow. Alright, you get the information, right? And when you get the information, go through life, you know, go through your day to day. This naturally what happens when you get into information. You go through your day by day and you start gaining experiences with the information that you're gaining. And that's how you formulate your opinion. When you formulate your opinion, you become an expertise on your feelings and emotion, so you don't get so attached to a particular personality or particular person to the point where if anything negative happens to them, your whole world destroyed. You get what I'm saying? Like everything I thought is blown away.
Right. You definitely can't put all your eggs in one basket. I know personally speaking, there's certain things I get from Yvette. There's certain things I get from a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I like her too, because she opened up the doors for. It's mostly politics with her, but I'm not getting all of my information from one person, and I think that with people, far as trying to become, conscious and not putting their eggs in one basket, your mind will become more enriched when you're always getting information and you're always reading. So don't expect to read a book or listen to a video and become a different person overnight. Sometimes you get wowed, it happens, like, oh my God, that blew my mind. But for the most part, to become that person who is the better version of you, you have to always be reading. You have to always be studying stuff. Like, you have to really make it a lifestyle to become a better person. Just like with working out,
Yeah.
You gotta like work out your brain, basically.
Right. You gotta stretch that brain cells. You gotta stretch your creativity and your thoughts. It's nurturing. It's a nurturing process. It's just like nurturing a child, nurturing yourself, or nurturing a flower. You know what I'm saying? Or a plant. You got to nurture your mind and continue to feed it and continue to grow. But on top of that, like, do read. I think a lot of people like to get attached to a lot of people regurgitate what they fucking heard instead of actually doing their own self-research, doing their own self-reading. Like, it's just like kind of like physics or science classes. You go to a teacher, they give you some information, they give you a lesson plan, tell you we learned this, and they go through it, they do a class, and you still don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's because you got to do more research on it. You got to be willing to read, and reading is very essential in reading and listening, so you can be able to formulate your own opinion. Think for yourself, don't let nobody else think for you. And when you get to a point where nobody else is thinking for you, like Boyce Watkins probably open your mind to financial situation and realize, make you overstand, like, I really don't know shit about finances. Oh shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Me, brother, I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I can learn a lot more from a financial advisor. And there's people out here who are really good at it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Tell you about cryptocurrency. They can tell you about, Bitcoins and all that. And even though that's fairly new, nobody really knows. Nobody is an expert on none of that.
Right, and a lot of this stuff is a lot harder than it seems too.
Yes.
So even when you're doing research on your own, sometimes it's like, well, damn, it's finance. Because I took finance, and let me tell you, it's not like I took accounting. It's not, and I just took a class, so it's not like a walk in the park. Even it's a lot of people who took a lot of those classes still have hard times with accounting and finance to this day. So it's a complicated issue. So the average bear may need a little bit of help with their financing. And I think that's where, if I can go back to Boyce and losing integrity in what he's doing, I think people are just starting to feel like he don't know what he's talking about. Like, what are you doing? Like, we thought you was like, this finance shit is hard. Our life is hard. We thought you knew what you was talking about. You thought you was this and that, and you over here messing with this Chinese guy. Your business school is not doing good. Like, what is going on? So I think that's how people feel.
The Chinese guy that talking dog shit about you and black folks. Like,
right.
Right. And it's gotta stop putting so much onus on other people. Got to. And also, when we think about piggyback on that whole Yvette Carnell and social media industry energy, it's the thing. This is why I think it's more important, also important for us as a people or as individuals more so, and for our families. We got to start getting a little bit more. We need to stop letting social media use us and we use it.
True.
I've seen a lot of times when these issues happen, like the Tariq Nasheed versus Umar Johnson, Boyce Watkins versus Umar Johnson.
Right.
Any kind of type of beef within the black conscious community, and a lot of people, and this is another thing, a lot of people have high hopes for people who are aware and awake to become dumb. High hopes. So I think there's all another push to try to push that, and it's naturally going to happen. It's naturally still.
And I think it's also about people just looking up to people and, you know, following people. And then when they see that a person who they looked up to, you know, whether you were really into him or just kind of into him, when his integrity is called into play, it's like, damn, you know. So I think that's also draws a big crowd too, because it's like a leader in the black community, you know, if I can say that, a leader in the black community is being questioned, you know.
Right. So. Like there's this thing right now. A lot of people talking about it. A lot of people have a lot of. One is it's about Tupac. Like Tupac versus Ayanna Jackson. Me Too movement. Buzzwords, trigger words, these hashtags, these divisive rhetorics, right? They always want to come trending. They always want to get the views. Everybody's going to go look at it. Anything that's going to cause type of conflict. You dig what I'm saying? Some type of distress. But the problem is with us as a black community, we are already in distress. We don't need any more distress. You dig what I'm saying? That's why we don't need this shit from Boyce Watkins. we don't need this shit from Boyce Watkins. We don't need I'm not going to say we don't need Yvette Carnell to expose him, but also we don't really need that either. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, you don't want people to continue to have faith in something that's hurting them.
Right. Yeah, nah, we don't want that.
You know.
But I think it says something about social media as a whole. The thing that we're gravitating, if you can look at the metrics, and you like anybody make a certain post about Boyce Watkins and Yvette Carnell today, people are going to look at it, people are going to have a conversation about it, like, you know, people are going to go to it because they love seeing conflict, especially with people who, quote unquote, supposed to be smart, like intellects, or black intellects, or the voice of black people, the Negro whisperers. You know,
the people with the answers.
They love to see that, and social media is racking up the numbers and money, getting money off our attention span, off our not attention. Well, yeah, our attention,
our views.
Say it again.
Views.
Our views. They're making money off of us. They're making money off of us constantly, every single damn day, and we feed into it constantly every damn day. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't feed into this. I'm not saying that we should but I think we should log off every now and then. It's okay to put the phone down. It's okay to put the phone down and talk to real people. It's okay to have a real conversation with your sister or your brother or anybody within the community. Definitely have a conversation with the kids, man. I think a lot of the shit that we like, even a lot of us that probably listen to our podcast, most of us either we have kids or we don't have kids, but we're not talking to our kids about these things. We just get the information and keep going on the day by day with our lives, and then we kind of, you know, address it hereby. You know what I'm saying, to the kids, and kids go through life not knowing what the hell going on. When they get to the point where they need financial advice, they need financial literacy, they go to a Boyce Watkins and find out they got exposed. They getting exploited. You know what I'm saying? We got to start really log off and actually have real interaction with each other and build from the information that we constantly get. You can still get the information from your YouTube, from your wherever you get your information from, as long as it's helping you to make you a better person and helping your family and help your family to grow and help you financially. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if anybody is exploiting you, question that. Like, you got to question everything anybody tell you, even what we're saying on this podcast. Mind you, we're not trying to sell you anything. We just give you our thoughts and opinions, our perspectives, and we're trying to learn as we talk.
Right, but you should be critical of any new information.
Any new information.
You know, no matter who it coming from. It can come from your mama. If your mama be like, yeah, I don't know, something weird, you be like, wait a minute, that make no sense. Hell, even if she be like something that do make sense, wait a minute, maybe let me make sure that makes sense. So you know, you just got to be critical.
Exactly, like your mama, your girlfriend, you know, like, hold on, like don't become a blind follower. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Right,
like,
a sheep.
But do you have any last words, cuz?
Oh no, I'm good.
I think we're good, man. Yo, Boyce Watkins, brother. If you is listening to our podcast,
We'll be on your channel. It's like, I'm joking.
I'm not going on his channel. I'm not about to do no long rant with him. But yo, for real though, brother, like if this is true, I think from what I'm hearing from your last podcast, and you somewhat sound like you were defending the Asian guy. Like, I think you caught up, man. I think that you got caught up into this whole, in the school, in this whole idea that you probably had authentic or sincere convictions in, but it seemed like, you know, your convictions had turned you to a person that, you know, has exploited the black community and exploited black people pain. And, you know, I think you should really address the people directly and own up to it, and not just own up to it, but, you know.
Yeah, if he doesn't, this is also something that can make or break him.
Yes, it can.
So you can't just like sweep it under the rug and be like, I'll just kind of step over it. Like, it is.
Keep doing what you've been doing,
Right.
even though you, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people that just follow you are not following you now. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of people who do rock with you, they're gonna be like, I'm gonna rock back a little bit. I'm gonna listen to see what the hell you do from afar. You know what I'm saying? And you know, granted, I did that towards you because you know you talk to them long. But yeah, man, just look at it and you to Yvette Carnell. I hope you get healed from this, sister. I hate to see that you still, you know, in pain from that situation. I know, like, I've been fucked over by a lot of people when it comes to finance. You know, my kind has been used for weakness. You know what I'm saying? I know that feeling, but I think y'all better than this, real talk. I think y'all, your work and your words and your research is more important than getting involved with catty shit. So I don't like seeing, you know, her and Boyce or anybody going back and forth on social media. One, you know, I like it's important to be discreet. You have some kind of
Discretion?
Discretion.
I mean, but you don't think it's even though it may be catty, you don't think it's a good idea that this is being unveiled?
Oh no, I ain't talking about this particular situation. I'm talking about her. Like, she went back and forth on it. She went on his video and posted a thing talking the same shit she was talking last year and having a back and forth because he claiming she had a white boyfriend and he then she come back, well, your daughter married a white man. And it's like, that's catty. Like,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
like, that's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about her exposing him and nothing like that. And really, she didn't expose him. It wasn't Yvette Carnell that exposed Boyce Watkins. Let's be clear. It wasn't Yvette Carnell.
Well, I found out through her, so for me,
you found out through her, but she didn't expose it. Actually, it was an African company that kind of exposed the whole story.
right.
It was an African company because that Asian guy, he was the one that was exploiting that African company, and they were like, well, who he working with? Oh, he working with Boyce? Let me see him. And they brought that story to light, you know. So, you know, when it comes to Yvette Carnell, it's like, and also, sister, I think you're in a place where you're always angry and constantly bitter, and it's getting to the point where it's getting in the way with your message, getting in the way with your purpose to a certain degree. Because I'm pulled away from you because of that in it. You know what I'm saying? It pulls me away because I'm like, I hear what she's saying. Yeah, she's dropping facts, but at the same time, it's so negative and she's too damn angry for me. Let me pull back.
But it's not like.
That's just me.
Okay, so let me say this to clean up what he said.
You don't need to clean up for me.
Okay, well, let me say this to.
I said what I think.
Let me say this because in defense of Yvette, people say like, far as her being angry, like, what do you want her to be?
Not necessarily.
You want to be nice? Do you want her like?
If you want to give information, give the information. It's like you can be passionate, you can be emotional, you can do whatever. You know, it's whatever.
Like, do you want her to be like she on the talk show? Like, she's on her podcast giving information.
That's my issue with Yvette Carnell, where Boyce Watkins had probably showed us false hope.
Mm-hmm.
She's hopelessness.
I don't think it's hopelessness. I think She's giving you facts, and I think she's doing other things to back up what she's talking about as well. You know,
that's fine and dandy. That's fine. You know, fine and dandy. I remember you was telling me she was doing something with, I don't know,
for reparations.
With talks with the churches. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's fine and dandy. But when you go on to her, she make it to the point where it's such a dire situation. Like, there's no turning back. There's no way to come up. She don't give you no solutions. She don't really break down. This is what we should. So this is what's going on. So X, Y, Z. Black people need to do this. X, Y, Z. X, Y. She don't really break it down to that point. And if she does, she do it like at the very last minute. You know. But granted, I don't listen to her.
Right. So as someone who does listen to her, she does give solutions. Like, I think the whole people wanting solutions thing is such a small way of looking at things, because it's such a complex problem. So it's like, it's not going to be like...
It's not like, well, I'm saying solutions. I ain't saying like, okay, you know, 1 + 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. You know,
because I do feel like people treat it like it's this elementary thing. Like, so what's the solution? Like,
when we talking about solutions, we're not even talking about solutions. We're talking about come up with an idea. What is your plan on how to get black people out of here? Your plan is turn into the government to get us out of this.
But she does have ideas. But see, I watch her, so.
She do. That's what I'm saying. She do. I think she should flush them out more. And what people get when they listen to her is that's a false sense of hopelessness. You feel, when I listen to her, I feel negative. I don't feel empowered. I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? But then again, that's another place that we don't need to be into. That sense of hope.
And maybe that is the problem. Maybe people are trying to just feel good instead of just learning what's really going on.
No. This is what we need to be more on. Sense of action. Call to action. When she break things down, it don't make me want to be like, okay, let me go out here and do this, so we can get shit really popping.
But I think she does give calls to action. I think
when you listen to Yvette Carnell, do you feel like, after you finish listening to one of her videos, do you feel like, that was powerful? Damn, we really, do you be like, man, we really in a bad place? Like, fuck. Damn, a lot of shit is against us. Or do you feel like, damn, a lot of shit against us, but so I need to do this, I need to do that. You feel like I gotta do something. You feel like the sense of urgency to do something. Or do you feel like, damn, what the fuck can I do?
I do feel an urgency to do something, because I walked away from politics. I was like, okay, this is just stupid. Black people ain't gonna never get nothing. We ain't gonna never get nowhere. And she has made me want to get back involved. Like, she's making me want. One thing she says you should do is find out who the representative in your community. Like, follow them on Twitter.
That's not nothing new. She ain't saying that's nothing new.
Well, I'm not saying she invented this stuff, but I'm saying that's one of her solutions. Like, she has made me want to get back involved in politics. And she's done that for a lot of people, judging by the people who call it.
That could be said for a lot of different people. But I guess for you, yeah, if that's how it works for you, that's cool. But what I get from her, I feel like the sense of hopelessness. That's just me personally when I listen to her. I don't feel the sense of urgency of, hey, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. Like, when I listen to my brothers and sisters on Thought Crimes, when I listen to them, they come from a full circle conversation. They have a real conversation. They actually have a conversation. Yvette Carnell is just her pretty much most of the time, so you just get one person perspective on things.
Well, she have other people on the show, and she the callers as well.
For sure. But with Thought Crimes, when I listen to them, they come through a full circle conversation. They having a conversation amongst each other. They bouncing off ideas off of each other. They may talk about particular issues with the black community, or particular issue with this, with black men, and particular issue with black women. If they not experts on it, they bring in experts. Same thing with same thing Yvette Carnell, a lot of us do on YouTube, right?
Thought Crimes gives me.
But at the end of the day, a Thought Crimes conversation, it gears up to, okay, so what are we going to do now? That's how I feel after I get done with them. I be like, okay, so what we're going to do? They be like, and we'll all have a conversation. They got a live open chat room too. Yvette Carnell do too. So I'm not, like I said, I
And I think that's really what it is. You don't watch her, so maybe that's why you feel like if you just kind of hop over there and see what's going on and like leave out the room, you won't really get a full scope of, you know, what her message is and what her plan is. But
Maybe that's the same thing with Bush. I don't know.
I was in that room for pretty long. I was in there. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Shit. But it was a lot.
Well, to be fair, with Yvette, yeah, I'll give you that. But still, at the same time, like I said, when I listen to Yvette Carnell, I feel like, oh my God, we about to die. This is, oh man, what's the real plan here?
I mean, if she reporting the news and
again, this is some things I don't 100% agree with her ideas. And granted, she probably do have. I heard some of her ideas. I don't 100% agree with that. I don't think that's the end all be all, and that's the thing. Just like we said earlier, you can't go to one person or idea and think
right, most
we
definitely.
need to start all of us need to have our own particular ideas and bring it to the table and like what you call it? Network. What you call it when you build it on ideas from different ideas?
Brainstorm?
Brainstorm. That's what it is. You brainstorm on an idea to push for the people and push for the community and push for these children. I think we got to continue to think about. We got to put, you know, the future first in mind and what we're trying to do and how this is going to impact the future. But when I think about Black Panther and how the image of an all-black cast and a black superhero is going to do for young black boys and black girls, it's going to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's putting children in mind. It's not necessarily worried about what the hell everybody else going to think about it. It's not worried about how black men going to feel, how black women going to feel, how gay community going to feel, how these people going to feel. It's about how these babies going to feel when they grow up, how they going to feel safe, how they going to feel secure, how we going to put them in positions to push us forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the best way to do that is for all these great minds, from the Yvette Carnell to the Thought Crime brothers and sisters, to anybody, and not necessarily YouTubers. Let's go beyond YouTube. We talking about YouTubers now. You people on YouTube. Let's be 1,000.
I mean, but don't write it off as if people on YouTube don't give real information either, though.
No, I ain't writing it off. People on YouTube we're on YouTube. We hope people listen to us. But, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, it's not just the YouTubers, it's the everyday folk. Like, we all need to do that. We all need to start brainstorming more so. I think, you know, that's one thing I'm lacking in my inner surroundings right now. I'm not doing enough brainstorming with people. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we brainstorming right now about family reunion for our family and stuff, and that's really great. But I want to see more of that on a community level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, that's a long detour. All right, y'all, we'll catch y'all later.
Peace out.
I think we tried to close out 30 minutes ago, so catch y'all later.
I will not raise my daughter differently than my mother raised me. The rearing I got from my mother, words cannot express. I could live in any time, I could live in any country, I could live on any planet, and I would be fine.
What was the key? What did your mother know? What truth was coming through your mother that's going to come through you to your daughter?
My mother gave us aphorisms to learn as children. And there are two that stand out foremost in my mind. One is, the inner reality creates the outer form. I learned this when I was in grade school. I was very young. And the other is, the universe bears no ill to me. I bear no ill to it.